Yo, what's going on YouTube? Technically T, man, another case review video today for the iPhone XR, and we're taking a look at the case lineup from Encased. Now, I do want to give a huge shout out for them for dropping me these cases to review. I actually did the same case lineup for the iPhone XS Max, so if you want to see that video, I will link that video above. But let's just go ahead and get into the video, man, because we have a few. We're going to go ahead and try to run through these real quick and knock them out. So first up, let's take a look in Encased. I said it in my last video, you're going to have to start putting some names on these cases because this one doesn't even have a name on it, I don't think, but I think I know this is the Slimshield, man. Just one thing, you know, for the reviews, kind of makes it easier, but okay, yeah, on the inside, there it is, Slimshield. So, you know, I have to open it up to see what the case is, but it's all good, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, this was one of my favorite cases from Encased. When I had the iPhone XS Max, this is actually a very, very nice case. You can see it's a two-part case. It basically is a slide-in case, so you can slide your phone in there. On that right side, all your buttons just have cutouts. You don't actually have a button. And flipping over on the bottom, you do have a cutout for all of your ports and everything. And here is the cutout for the camera. You already see I took it apart, but that's the cutout for the camera. So let's go ahead and pop the XR up in here. That's my OnePlus 6. I was trying to slide the OnePlus 6 in a XR case. All right, let's try that again, man. Slide the iPhone XR in there, and then we're gonna pop this top on. And here it is, Slimshield from Encased. I just really like it because the material and everything, but we'll get into that. Let's go ahead and take a look around the case. So like I said, this is the Slimshield. I really, really like this case. You really don't have to do a button test. The buttons are kind of deeply recessed in there since they're just cutouts, but they're all easy accessible. And on the bottom, all of your cutouts are spot on. Flipping over on the back of that camera, you already see that camera is recessed in there, so you're good to go. Taking a look at that lay on the table protection. Now, currently, I'm not running a tempered glass on my XR, but you see there is a nice little lip going all the way around, so you should be good if you were to drop this bad boy on the ground. Now, how does it fit on the phone? Now, the fit is very good, and that's part reason why I really like this case. When it slides on, this material is like a very hard plastic, so it's not going to come off. It's not going to do anything. I really, really like this case, and I like it because of the fit, because everybody know I like a very snug fitting case. And this is what you get with the Slimshield from Encased. And how does it actually feel in your hand? The feel is very good. This material has a nice matte material, but at the same time, it does offer a good level of grip, and I just really, really enjoy the feel, the look, everything about this case, man. I really do enjoy it. And dropping it down on wireless charging, you see it does work with wireless charging. So this is the Slimshield by Encased. Next up, I think this is called the, I can't think of the name of it, but let's open it up and let's see if we can figure out the name of it. But this is their clear case offering for the iPhone XR, and I don't think I have any naming down here or even what this is, so I can't remember the name of it, but it will pop up on the screen once I figure out the name of it. But here it is, man. This is their clear case offering. You see it does come with that kickstand. Definitely a two-part case. If you see, the black part is a separate part, but we're going to keep it all together for the install. On the right side, you get that raise power button, volume up, down, cutout for your mute toggle. Flipping it over on the bottom, you got that cutout for your ports, and you got the cutout for that camera. So let's go ahead and slap the XR in here, and okay, this is the second time I've done this in the case review already. I put the case on back. This is a rough one, man. You guys got to bear with me right now, man. Bear with me. But here it is. This is the clear case from Encased, man. So if you definitely want to show off the color of that XR, this could potentially be an option for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Right side, power button, no issues whatsoever. Let me cancel out that. Volume up and down, no issues. Mute toggle switch, not hard to get to. Kind of got to put your finger in there a little bit, but it's not terrible. Flipping over on the bottom, all of your ports are spot on, no issues, and that camera is recessed up in there. Next, taking a look at the lay on the tail protection. Now, I don't have a tempered glass up there, but you see there's a tiny lip, so don't take this case for any heavy duty protection because it just has a little lip for your lay on the table protection. How does it actually fit on the device? Now, the fit is actually pretty decent. Like if you're going all the way around, the fit is actually pretty good. It's not bad. Once the case snaps on, it is a very nice click, and the case isn't coming off. It's not going to get loose over time. This case definitely is a nice solid fit. So good job on the fit of this case. And how does it feel in your hand? Now, the thing about it, it is a little bit slippery because you're dealing with a clear back case. You already know the clear back cases, in my opinion, can get slippery. That's due to my hands, but then you add this very smooth edge over here. So to me, that can be a little bit slippery, but it's not absolutely terrible. Doesn't add too much bulk to your device. And one thing you know is the clear back, so you're going to get those nasty little fingerprints. As you see, I already have it up here. Now, let's take a look at this kickstand. Now, they do offer you a kickstand, and here is the kickstand. Nothing crazy about this. Little, I don't even know if it's real metal, but it has some Encased branding there, and you can kind of prop it up. If it's on a desk or anything, I don't think it's going to fall. It's pretty sturdy for the most part. And dropping it down on wireless charging, boom, it works with wireless charging. All right, next up, let's take a look at the Rebel series. Now, let's take a look at it. We get into a little more heavy duty protection now. You can already see. So this is the Rebel series. Now, they do offer a funny little design. This is kind of like a two-part case, if you can see. So I'm not really sure what the point of the bin is, but it is a two-part case. So you get that impact dispersion system on the inside, got like a little water effect on the inside, so that's pretty cool. You get this rough scratch proof kind of material on the back, and that's always good. And you get that Rebel branding here. So let's go ahead and pop the 10R in, and let's see how it looks. Now, like I said, you get into more heavy duty protection. This bad boy does add a little bit of bulk. So let's take a look at the buttons on the right side. Buttons nice and tactile. Volume up, volume down, no issues whatsoever. The mute toggle switch, not too recessed in there, but it's kind of easy to get to. Flip it over the bottom, all of those cutouts, camera is recessed. Taking a look at that lay on the table protection, that you do see it does offer a nice little lip that goes around it. No tempered glass screen protector up here, so take it like that. But it does offer you a nice little lip that goes around, and I think I didn't have the case all snapped in, so now the case is snapped in. So yeah, nice little lay on the table protection there. Next up, how does it actually fit on the phone? And the fit, all of Encased cases fit very, very tight. I'm really pulling on the edges, and you really have to pull a lot to get it peeled off the edges. So the fit is A1, no moving around in the case. It actually fits very, very good. All their cases have very nice fit. And how does it actually feel in your hand? And the case does add a little bit of bulk. This is for a little bit more heavy duty protection, so it's going to add a little bit of weight, add a little bit of bulk to it. Make sure we keep popping that back. It keeps popping off a little bit, but yeah, so it adds a little bit of bulk, adds a little bit of thickness, man, but holding it, it does not feel bad. You do get some grips here along the edges, and overall, it's just a nice fitting case, man. If you want a little bit added protection, then definitely rock down with this. And it does work with wireless charging. So this is the Rebel series. Next up, let's take a look at the Phantom series. Now, this case is one of their card slot cases. If you can see here, you get that Phantom branding all there. All right, let's try that again. You get that Phantom branding, you get the cutouts, all volume up, volume down, cutout for your mute toggle, cutout for your camera. On the inside, that's a very nice material right there. I really like this material. It's kind of like a plush. It's very hard to explain this material, but whatever it is, I like it, yo. I like it. You get that Phantom series, exceeds military standards. So let's go ahead and pop the 10R that was trolling me hard with the little voice activation a minute ago. But here it is, Phantom series. You get all your buttons, nice and tactile, volume up, volume down, no issues. Cutout for your mute toggle. On the bottom, all of your cutouts are spot on the back, and flipping it over, you get that cutout for your camera. And let's just go ahead and slide this little Starbucks gift card in there. And it looks like you can get about 3 cards up in there. Taking a look at the lay on the table protection, you see it does offer you a tiny little lip going away around it. So it's not that super heavy duty drop protection, but it does offer you a little bit. I think you'll be good to go overall. Taking a look, how does it actually fit on the phone? And once again, the fit on all these cases are spot on, man. Really nice quality fitting cases. When you're talking about the bottom, just doing a little tug test, there's no issues whatsoever going on with the case. And how does it actually feel in your hand? Now, it does actually feel a little bit bulky in your hand just due to that little bump down here, but it's not terrible. It is made for a purpose, and if you're using this case for the card slot purpose, you're not going to be really worried about that bump. But I had to make it known, to add a little bit of bulk to it. Now, one issue about this case, and let's see if they fixed it. They didn't, but it does not work with wireless charging. Now, I had the same issue with the 10S Max version, so just know if you ran this case, it's not going to work with wireless charging due to that bump. But if you don't really use wireless charging, then that's cool. And if you want a card slot case, then definitely check out the Phantom series. Next up, we do have another case, and I feel like it's a pretty thin case, but I don't have the name on the case. So let's get into it. Once again, I have no idea what the case name is, but you will see a little, little indication pop up on what the actual name of this case is. But anyway, I like it. Whatever this case is, I kind of like it because it's thin, it's rigid, and it just feels good in my hands. So let's take a look at it. On that right side, you got that raised power, you got your raised volume up, cut out, you know, all that's the same, man. On the inside, it's pretty smooth. On the back, you do get a little dimpled material, and on all four corners, you do get some little rubber reinforced corners. So let's pop the 10R in here, and yeah, I really like this case. So let's go ahead and take a look around it. Take a look at these buttons. Buttons nice and tactile. Volume up, volume down, no issues. Cutout for your mute toggle, not hard to get to. On the bottom, all of your cutouts are lined up perfectly, and even as a thin case on the back, that camera still is recessed, so you should be good laying it down on a table. Now taking a look at the lay on the table protection, thin case, not going to give you much lay on the table protection. If you can see real faintly on the corners, they do offer you a little reinforced little bump on the edges, so it just might offer you that much space to, if you did drop it on the ground, it won't actually come in contact with the screen. How does it actually fit on the phone? And the fit is great. Like, I may have found my new favorite case for the 10R. The fit is perfect. It keeps the phone fairly thin. Because the 10R is already that perfect size, it just makes it feel that much better. It just makes it feel like a more solid phone, because the 10R is very thin, but this just makes it feel good. But the fit is perfect, man. You really can't pull the sides any, the bottom just that little bit. Fit is A1 when it comes to this case. And how does it actually feel in your hands? Just like I said, the feel is very good, very thin case. You get pretty decent grip because they do offer this little material on the back, so it does offer you a pretty good grip, and the case still remains fairly thin. Dropping down on wireless charging, it does work with wireless charging. So this is probably my favorite case right now from Encased. All right, last but not least, let's go ahead and bring the Falcon series up in here, man. So let's see what we're working with. Now, this case does come with a tempered glass screen protector and everything to get it on. So always a huge shout out for anybody that gives you a free tempered glass. Well, it's not really free. You're probably paying for it in the price, but it's included, so you really can't beat that. Falcon series, man, two-part case. We're not going to take it apart. We're going to see if we can install it all as one. Got that same nice material that I don't know what it is, but it feels good, man. Falcon exceeds military standards. You get your raised buttons all the way around it. You do get some little added levels of grip going around it, and you get those 4 reinforced corners if it did drop on the ground. So let's go ahead and pop, boom. Probably installed that all wrong, but let's pop the 10Rs in there now. So let's go ahead and look at it with the 10R in it. Now, this is also a very nice drop protection case. Buttons all tactile, volume up, volume down, no issues. Mute toggle, buttons, spot cutouts, everything is spot on. Flipping over on the back, and you get that cutout for that camera, and that's good as well. Taking a look at that lay on the table protection, and this has deep lay on the table protection because you see it is up in there, so you definitely have some good drop protection with this case if it did land face first. How does it actually fit on the phone? And once again, hey, the fit is tight. I mean, now the edges, now I remember this about the 10S Max series, the edges on this case does pop off a little easy from the hard plastic piece, but that because it has like a little lip that it locks on, so it's kind of easy to pull off. But if you're not doing a bunch of pulling and tugging on this device, then you really don't have to worry about that. But it does have a great fit overall. And how does it feel in your hand? It definitely feels pretty good. Definitely adds some drop protection, adds a little bit of bulk to it. And you see it does have those grippy edges on the side. So it is pretty grippable, if that's a word. You can grip it pretty easy, and dropping it down on wireless charging, boom, it does work with wireless charging. So this is the Falcon series from Encased. All right, so lining all the cases up, you know, we have the least protective all the way up to the most protective. And if I had to choose one to use as my daily driver, I probably would choose this case right here. I really like the thinness of this case, and it fits super duper tight. Really like this case. And if I had to choose a close second, it would be the Slimshield. I also like this case. Love the material that it's made out of. You get that nice matte material. But you already know, I'm going to leave the link to each and every one of these cases down below. Let me know which one you like the most, and drop a comment down below. Hit that like button, man, and definitely subscribe for more accessory smartphone videos. But until next time, man, I'm gonna holla at you later.